Hi, welcome back to Houghton's Crafts, where our wings fly free just like our imagination. For those of you that are new, hi and welcome. My name is Jeanette. My alter ego is an owl. I am crazy obsessed with owls, like crazy obsessed with owls. And so I always call myself Mrs. Hootie Houghton. So I can be, one with the owls. So yes, my daughter, she said, "Mommy, everybody has a catchphrase or like a saying." So she came up with where our wings fly free, just like our imagination. So I always try to say that because she came up with it and I thought it was cute. So sorry. So, I'm going to show you what I was working on before. Remember I mentioned in my last little video I was working on this bag. So yeah. Let me think. There was like one person, maybe two people. I'm going to comment on your comment down below, and then you could tell me if you wanted that bag pattern, or if you wanted the hat pattern, or if you just wanted another pattern. That's fine too. It doesn't have to be just the bag. But yeah, I'll comment down below on your comment and say, hey, you're the winner. Could you let me know which pattern you would like? So that's what I'll do. Because I think there was only two of you. Yeah. I know Hooked on Wishing. I think she mentioned the owl cup, and one other mentioned my little owl cup. So today is Made It Monday, and how Made It Monday works is I hop on here, I'll talk about things I'm either working on or things that I got done over the weekend. And then if you see, sometimes on me, sometimes around me, somewhere there's always an owl. Give me 1 second. So, like I was saying, there will be an owl somewhere in this video. Sometimes I'll have it on me because I do have owly clothes. Or sometimes I'll have, well, I have an owl mask and I'll wear that, but that doesn't count. But I'll have like cups and things. Usually all behind me, there's tons of owls. I always have owls. So, I'm going to look around and see where the owl is, and then you're going to comment down below a description of the owl, where you saw it, maybe the color of it, whatever you feel like putting down about the owl. And then when my next video that I hop on here, I will pick one of you to be the winner, and you will get a pattern of your choice. It could be a pattern you've always wanted, but you were intimidated to get because, maybe you feel like it's too tough for you to do. Let me be the one that gives you that push. Let me be the one that gets you that pattern and get you out of your comfort zone, out of your box, and able to, jumpstart something new for you. So, or maybe it's just the pattern you've always wanted and you just had it in your to-do list and didn't get it. Let me be the one that gets that for you. Honey, come here.
Oh, you want to show her?
I did. I wanted to show her. So, the last pattern I'm working on, I was working on this bag. I'm going to show it. So, I really, really like it. I did do, so there's like more rows to do. You do like this big old bag, but I like the shape, like kind of like a round. I really, really like that, and I really liked these popping out more. This is the popcorn stitch. So I thought, you know what? I pulled it all apart. I'm just going to do it from this row, and I'm going to do 2 panels of this, and then I'm going to do like a side end, and that goes into the strap. So that is what I'm doing. So I have this much, I just got this much done. I have 2 more rows. So believe it or not, it might look, this one looks way bigger, but yeah, I got 2 more rows. So I have this row right here, and then just the popcorn row. And then I'll put them 2 together and figure out how I want to, I don't know if I want to just do it like that, or like I said, like build along the sides like a strap, and then it goes up into the strap. So We'll see. And I am doing this with Yarn Bee Sugar Rail Cotton, just turquoise. So, so have any of you been able to get to Joann's and get the yarn sale that they have going on? Thank you, buddy. This is our newest addition. Honey, say hi.
Say meow.
See, meow meow. You purr.
Maybe little
Say
ball.
hi, honey. Look how pretty she is. Say hi. Okay, there we go. Doesn't she look kind of owlish? Yes, you do. You have an owl face. Did you just? Oh, no, you didn't. She just snipped my finger. She's a little rebel. She is. Thank you, baby. She is a rebel. So, we, for those of you that knew, maybe you didn't check out like my other videos, and that's totally fine. We get a lot of street cats, tons of them, and we'll take them in, we'll rescue them. We try to find them homes. We do what's called like catch and release. We get them fixed, and so that way they don't have more babies. We get kittens all the time. We just had like a big batch of kittens, like back to back, that we found in our yard and the neighbors' yards. So go. Bear, go. She knows she's not allowed to be in here. So we did, we take in the kittens when we get everything that they need, get them all loving, and then we find them homes. She actually came from somebody that could no longer have a cat, and they knew, like, you know, we do this, and so we have her. But she is so sweet. Even though she just met me, she does that as a play. She likes to play. She's in her playful, big time play mode now. Ow, that hurt my finger. So yeah, she is so cute. Her name is Honey. They love her, and she just like purrs all day long. Like, all she wants to do is like be around you, lovey-dovey, and purr, and then play. But she is adorable. She is so cute. But that is the newest addition. Still have our Derpy boy. Our Derpy, he's like a semi-outdoor indoor cat. I try to keep him in. I try so hard. He doesn't want it. He's about that life outside. So he goes out there and hangs out. Then when he wants in to come eat, he comes in, eats. He'll sometimes sleep overnight. And then in the morning, he'll knock on the door. He'll literally, like, knock on the door. He'll, like, kick his foot, or he'll, like, bang his little head or something. Like, boy, what are you doing? So, and then every now and then, if we don't get to him fast enough, he will meow and meow and meow until we finally open the door and let him out. And then he goes out, and then he does the same thing. Like, when he wants in, like, okay, I had enough of this life, or it's raining, he needs to be in. He'll, like, meow and meow and meow at the back door until we finally hear him and open it and let him in. And then he comes in like, I was out there for like 10 minutes meowing. Like, he's a trouble butt, but that's my Derpy boy. So yeah, over the weekend, I had this idea in my head because I've been on my amigurumi. You know how I loved making my dolls, and I was doing them for a while, and then I stopped. I was so upset that I stopped. So then, Joann's, they are having their Yarnormous sale. So I asked the lady what it was, like, and so what it is because it's the year 2023, which is mind blowing, right? So since it's 2023, all their labels say like 2022, and so a lot of the things they sell to bring in the new labels and things like that. So a lot of the yarns are on sale. Big Twist is on, but they always have great sales. That's the thing I miss about AC Moore's. AC Moore's used to have like amazing sales. Michael's, we're not going to get into Michael's today, but then Joann's, I love Joann's, and I really love Big Twist. The only thing about Big Twist I will say is when they have like their specialty yarns, like Big Twist Party, they only had it for like so long, and then that's it. I wish they would have it forever because I love those yarns. So many others love those yarns, and you can't find them now. So I'm not going to go through every single skein, but this is my big old yarn haul. I got a bunch of black because I had 0 black. I'm like, what's wrong with my yarn life? Like, I had 0 black, so I got a bunch of black, then I got some white, and I got skin tone colors of all types. I saw a whole bunch. I was looking down there, I'm sorry, to make sure what colors I got. So I just got a whole bunch of different colors that I need. I still have like tons of yarn and bunch of big twists that I found. Oh, you can't see. Let me try to turn you. See these? They're all filled with big twists, and I have more on top of this cabinet over there. More of my little owl bins, and they have big twists in it. And then I have drawers. So how I organize my yarn is I organize it by projects. So over here, okay, I have this pink drawers over here. In it is all my fur and all my blanket yarn, all my like, you know, yarns like this. Blanket, what is this? Chanel? Oh, no. Yeah, Chanel. Just Chanel. Premier Just Chanel. So a whole bunch of these, those types of yarns that I use for my pillow dolls. Then I have my fabrics that I use over here for my purses. I have some purse materials, which I use like cottons. I do like the bulky yarn, like Lion Brand. Is it big and thick or thick? Something thick. But I use those for my purses. And then over here, this little bin, I also have purse materials like purse yarns, cotton yarns, and things like that I use for my purses. So then I'll organize yarns. Like, I love using Big Twist, and I love it. So soft. The Big Twist is Value. So I was just trying to see the name. So the Value yarn. It is so soft. And this is the black. And if you ever notice Red Heart's deeper, darker colors, like the black, the navy blue, and the red, they're really rough. Like, the dye is like, I don't know, it's just rough. But no, this is so soft. I truly love Big Twist. It reminds me of Studio Stitch by Nicole, the AC Moore brand. It reminds me of that. And I always thought that was soft, but this actually feels a little bit softer than that because I have a bunch of that still. So I have different organized of the Big Twist. I have I use these dressers. They were old dressers that we had. So I have one that is for Afghans, because I really been on a kick of wanting to make a whole bunch of like different Afghans and you know, lap blankets and things like that. So I have those all organized, and like, you know, I don't have the well, this one I do have the colors all organized, like the reds and the oranges, the pinks, and then blues, purples, greens, like, you know, color coordinated by rainbow in that one. But then in the other one, I have like my amigurumi yarns that I use. I'll use the Big Twist. Sometimes I use the thinner yarns. And I just have them like all grouped together. And so that way I know. And then I have like, you know, starting to put little labels like amigurumis and, you know, this. So then I know where it is. But that way when I ask one of the kids, hey, can you go and get me this for my husband, Mr. Hoot? They'll know exactly where it is. So, because I know exactly where it is. And then I have like all my big bulky skeins of my blanket yarn all over here, and I use those to make my big pillow pets. I don't call them pillow pets, I call them snugglers. So yeah, so that is what I just wanted to mention, that so that way if you're like stuck and organized in your craft room, maybe you can do it that way. Go by projects rather than colors, because that way you can have like, okay, well, this area is my blanket yarn, so these are the ones I know when I want to do a blanket, I'm going to go to here. This one's for my amigurumi, you know, or whatever. Sweaters, I do have a section for that. So where's my book at? Oh, right here. It fell. So over the weekend, I really wanted to, I had this in my mind for the longest time. I wanted to jump back into my dolls because I miss making my dolls, and I thought, you know what, I'm just gonna start doing that again. So I put a little post on the community tab, a monster or a pillow, a heart pillow. So heart pillow snuggler. So I was gonna do like, I don't have them here, they're all gone. I did in another video, I had a shark, I had Stitch, I did an axolotl, I did a little hedgehog girl. What's the other one I did? Oh, a s'more pillow, and then I did a big narwhal. My daughter has a narwhal, but I don't feel like yelling for her to give me the narwhal. So yeah, I did all those things, and I used, it's called 3 a.m. Designs. I used maybe like 2 of their patterns, and then after that I did different things. But I love the 3 a.m. Designs. They're like the cutest little pillow pet things, and they're just so cute. But I always make my own, so I always like, I do it, and then all of a sudden I'm like, oh, this would be so cute this way. So, you know, take the pattern and make it your own. So that's what I do. But I don't release my version of it because it's I'm using their pattern, but then I just add my own things to it. So anyway, this is all mine. I'm going to show you the picture that I drew. So I posted in the community tab if you wanted to see a monster or a heart pillow. I think I had one for the heart and one that wanted both, the heart pillow and the monster. So I wanted to right away, just had it in my head. I asked my family actually, and they're all for the monster. So I got my little tablet. I started drawing it real quick, and it's just a rough little drawing of it. But I started drawing it real quick and made up. I always do little poems or little stories for all of my animals that I make. It's just me. I always do. So if you ever get a pattern, you'll see there's a little story with it. So I thought, you know what? I'm going to do this. I'm going to sit here this weekend and I'm going to create my little monster. So in my mind, I always thought of the one eye, one horn, flying purple people eater. Do you remember that movie? I love that movie. And I used to just sit there and like watch it, rewind. Because at the time we had, remember VCRs? VCR. And we had to rewind the cassette tape, and then, you know, that's how we did it. It wasn't just click, rewatch. You had to actually rewind it. So I would rewind and I would watch it over and over again. And I just loved it. So right away when I thought I wanted to do a monster, I wanted it to be similar to my one-eyed, one-horned flying purple people eater. So here he is. Can you see it good? I hope so, because I can't see. So that is Harry. Turn the page. So monsters are mean and scary, all except for little old Harry. He's sweet and funny and oh so snuggly, and at night he loves to be very cuddly. So that's his little poem for my Harry. So in here I had like a little belly, not band, but a little belly on him. I did sneakers or just little shoes, and so that's how I was going to do him. But I changed them up just a bit, which I am going to do another one. Here is, let me fix his little hair. Here is my Harry. So I created my little eye. I do my eyes with the Cricut. So I just did his little eye, and so, but his mouth is crocheted. I could have done it with the Cricut, but I just thought, you know what? I'm going to crochet it. I like it crocheted. So that's what I did. Sorry, he had a little fuzz on his eye. So I crocheted his little mouth, and here's his little hands. So instead of doing the sneakers, I just did like big old monster feet. But here he is, his horn. It has sparkle in it, if you can see. Oh, what happened? Oh, there we go. It like blew out. Can see a little bit. So I had yarn, is it Yarn Bee? I don't know, but I got a Hobby Lobby. They have like silver and gold. I'm still waiting for them to get more colors because I hope so really they do. But they have silver and gold, and it's like a thin little thread, and it's metallic, and then it has little shiny sequences on it. So I had some of that. I usually use for my hats, but I put a little in his horn. Then I just wrapped yarn around and give the horn even more detail. But here he is, my Harry. So he is made out of Yarn Bee fur. And then I paired it with one of these. Premier Just Chanel. So I paired the fur and this together. And I did that because, well, I like to crochet with fur. But because I want to do a tutorial, I want to make a tutorial of him so others can create him. I paired it. So that way in the tutorial, you can actually see the stitches with the fur. I did mention that in one of my videos, a little snippet before, how you can pair fur with another yarn, a brighter color, and that way you can actually see your stitches, and then you just brush the fur and you don't even see, like you can't even see I paired him at all. You just can't. You just brush the fur out and that's it. And even if you could, it would be so cute because it all matches. So I used the Just Chanel for his feet. I used Big Twist for his hands, and for his hair I made a little at the top. Let me try to. I made a little hair cap. So that way, and then that's it. My little Harry. He's so cute. Oh, I love him. He's already claimed. Alyssa, Aiden wanted him at first. And I thought, well, I'm going to have to make one for Alyssa because she'll probably want him. And then she came to the room and she goes, oh my goodness, Mommy, I love him. Thank you. He's mine. And I said, what? And Aiden goes, it's okay. It's hers now. And I'm like, oh, is it? Okay. So when I do the tutorial, that one will be for Aiden. But I'm going to do maybe a different color. But I just love how he came out. I love cutesy little creatures. I get that from my mom. She always loved like dragons and like the oddball creatures, and that's me. I always love like the oddball creatures you shouldn't, or you would think are scary. Look, you could teach your kids monsters aren't scary. They're lovable like Harry. So he's so cute. So that is what I worked on this weekend. I do want to do the heart as well. Because I'm really into doing those, what do I call them? Snugglers. I always call them little snugglers, pillow pet snugglers, but I'm really into those. And I mentioned this in my last video, I think, or I mentioned this in one of the videos. They go not just for like smaller kids, even though I thought the smaller kids would like jump on them. I was so shocked that the adults and older kids, like teenagers, and I was going to say teenagers, Alyssa's a teen, but she's 14, and the ones that were like 17, 18, the ones that were like really wanting them. So yeah, and I have an order. I have to do a pineapple. There was like a pizza slice too. I'm telling you, 3am designs. I think there's 2 women that do the 3am designs. And that's what it is. 3am designs. And they're so cute. There's so many. They even have letters. They even have every alphabet. All the alphabet. They did states. So there's certain states. And I thought that would be cute. Summer from Summer's Tips. I stuttered. Summer's Tips and Stitches. She is a teacher. So that might be cute for her to do, like the states or even like the letters. She probably won't do all of them, but like a couple here and there. And like, she had to do like, what states? Is that geography? Is that geography? I don't know. I should know, right? Because I homeschool the kids. Well, I don't. Oh well. I probably do. It's just my brain. It's not awoke yet, even though it should be. But anyway, that would be really cute if you're a teacher. They have like, oh, that'd be so cute. Oh, she's gonna think I'm like crazy if I send her more patterns. Would she? I don't know. I might not. But they have a pencil and they have a crayon, and that would be cute. That would actually be cute for a teacher's gift. I said, hey, that would be cute for a teacher's gift. Because then that could be forever in their classroom. You know, they can use the pillow as a pillow for their chair. That would be really cute. So there you go. I know the end of the year comes in June, so you have from now until then to make it. That would be really cute. And I would suggest using blanket yarn. They use regular 4-weight yarn, but the blanket yarn, the pillow comes out like a pillow. I don't have any. I have Sonic. So you see how big Sonic is? If I would have done him in the 4-weight yarn, he would have been way, way, way smaller. Sonic, you got fuzz on you. So he would have came out way, way, way smaller. But the blanket yarn makes everything bigger, and bigger is better. So that would be really cute, because then you have like a nice size. I'm going to have to do that. I mean, I know I homeschool, but we have a group. It's online school, so you have a group of teachers and they do things. I'm going to have to do that. So because they're stuck in their little office all day, they can have a little pillow. That'd be cute. Pencil and a crayon. Hey, you. Honey bun. Honey. Psst, psst, psst. What you doing? She has this weird thing with her tail when she's like, psst, 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 psst. Hi, baby. She's exploring in here because I don't let the animals in here. So now she's like, the door's open. What is this? And then I have the window open and they love to sit by the window and like look out. So that is what I have done for today. Now my brain's going crazy because I'm thinking of that pencil and that crayon and how cute. I wanted to do the letters of like Mrs. and Mr. I thought that would be really cute if you like did them and somehow attach them together. That would be a really cute gift for like a wedding. Because then they can either have that on their bed or they could have it on their sofa. That'd be really cute. What else? There's a whole bunch. There's like food. They do food. They have a pizza, pineapple. They have like all kinds of fruits. But yeah, I'm just finding that those are my to-go-to things to make lately that everybody seems to be wanting. And finding more and more the older ones wanting them more than the younger ones. Even the younger ones want them, but the older ones grab them up first. Because the younger ones are like, hey, do you still have this? I'm like, no, I'm sorry. But yeah, so I just thought that was really cute. And even the boys, believe it or not, even the boys, because like I said, I put out, I didn't say this yet, but I did in my other video, I usually put out like hats, and the guys and girls, I have, different hats for men and women, boys, girls, and they all come and get them. So this year I did some of my dolls, and I put them out too. And even the guys grab them, like, oh, this is so cool, like Yoda, or the child, Baby Yoda for some. That one. What's the other one? But yeah, so don't just think girls, like if you're into amigurumi, don't just make ones thinking only little kids are going to get them, because a lot of older ones love them too, and they love them snuggly. So, all right, that is all I have. I'm going to do another one of this. Harry. I was going to do his name Larry. And then Mr. Hoot was like, no, make it Harry because he's so hairy. And so I thought, okay. But I didn't write it Harry as like Harry, H-A-I-R-Y. It's Harry as a name, H-A-R-R-Y. So, and there he is. I didn't do wings. Aiden told me, you should do wings. So his I'm going to put little wings on. So question, do you want a tutorial or would you prefer a pattern? Or both? Please let me know down below. Because I did write down as I went along, like, you know, what I did and stuff like that. Because most of the time, I just whip them up. Hi. Hi, honey. Want to say hi again? What do you see? Isn't she so pretty? Her eyes all goldish. All goldish. She has such a pretty little face. I'm sorry, I love animals, and as soon as I see the animals, I go crazy, and then it's all about them, right? It's all about you spoiled little butts. So, which would you prefer, or if you would like both, please let me know, because then I can, like, you know, do one or the other, or maybe both, I don't know. Because I do, like, as I go along, I'm starting to write down what I do, because usually in my brain, I just remember, oh, I remember, and I just, like, whip it up, or I'll just mimic, you know, recreate it, even if it comes out differently. But with others actually wanting to do it, now I can't do that. I have to actually write down, okay, exactly what I did. So that's what I've been doing for a while now, writing down what I did. And yeah, so that's all. I have a lot of yarn to play with, and I'm so excited because I have colors that I've been needing, and then I just got extra colors that I was running low on, because I have in mind, I'm not going to say it because I might not do it, but I have in mind something I really, really want to do. Growing up, I used to watch this show all the time. I thought, oh my goodness, I love making my little characters. I did Fraggle Rock, and then I did the band that's from the Muppets. So I thought, oh my goodness, I gotta do some more of my little characters because I just need to. So I was thinking about this show forever now. And I thought, you know what, I'm going to do that. I'm going to create them. Because I was looking online to see if there were any dolls. So I remember, do you remember Pizza Hut? Well, we have Pizza Hut still. Do you remember Pizza Hut when they used to give like cool toys? Do you remember the puppets, the Land Before Time? They were like plastic puppets. Somehow they worked. But they were like so cute. And then they had like the raisins. Do you remember the raisins? Oh, I heard it from the grapevine. I know that's not their song. They got that song. But the Raisins used to sing that. And they used to give out, like, the little stuffed animals of the Raisins and little toys and things like that. I always talk about this with the kids. Like, the McDonald's toys now are, like, crap. They're nothing compared to the toys we used to get. And for paying, like, $6, close to $7 for a freaking Happy Meal, you think the toys would be like back in the day, like we had it. Happy Meals back then were like, what, $2? I feel old when I say those things, but but yeah, I just couldn't believe it. Like the toys nowadays, because they're doing the Mario. I guess there's a Mario movie, and so they had the Mario toys and Aiden's. And I saw them, I thought, oh my goodness, these are back in the day. Me and Mr. Hoot, we were like talking about this. We were complaining. We were like, these toys, they're cute, but back in the day, like when they had the Mario toys and other things, like you had like a legit toy. Like a toy that, you know, seemed like it came from Toys R Us or something. Or KB Toys, you know? Yeah. They just don't do it anymore. The Barbies. Oh, I wish I had those. We went downtown. We took a walk. I took a walk. We walked around downtown and went to the marketplace. And there's like this shop, and she had like these old timey Barbies. And I was like, oh my goodness. I really wanted one, but they were her collection. She didn't have them for sale. So I was bummed out about that. But I was like, oh my goodness, I used to have all of these. And I was so upset because I used to keep my dolls really, really nice. I have a couple somewhere. But I used to keep them in the boxes, like special ones. I had the Around the World dolls, and I used to keep them in their boxes. And my nieces and my nephew one time, the box went over to their house by mistake. They were little, but they opened all of them, and I was so upset because I love them. But once, you know, they opened them up, took all their clothes off and stuff. So that was a bummer. And then I used to have all the little McDonald's Barbies. I should have kept them. I wanted to keep them, and then it's like you get older and you have all this stuff and you're clearing things out and you're just thinking, oh, I'll probably never have a kid. And then what did I have? A little girl who would have loved them. I do have like quite a few of my old Barbies for her, and she still has them. But yeah, so alrighty, let me get out of here. I really hope you like my little monster I created. I'm really going to try to get my purse done. Get that done. I'm almost done with my blanket. It's not, I'm sorry, I was looking over there seeing if I found the yarn that I wanted to use. I wanted to pair one more, like maybe like 2 more, maybe or 3 more rows of something. I don't know if I'm going to do fur, because it does have mixtures of fur in it, or white, just to give it a little bit more length and width, you know, bigness to it. So that way it's a nice, because right now it goes in your lap, but you can either cover your feet or, you know, pull it up to where your feet show. So I want it to be able to cover your feet, and, you know, even if you pull it up to here, it's a nice size. So that's what I'm working on. So it's almost done, and when it's finished, I'll try to like put the camera back and like show you. So, but I really love it. And then I have my blue one I want to work on. I was on Pinterest and I saw all these little squares, like not granny squares, but like these little squares, like flowers and all these little cool designs. I started pinning them all because I'm like, oh my goodness, I'm going to do this. So that's why I bought this yarn. I thought, you know what? That's what I'm going to do. I am going to make myself a whole bunch of Afghans, so that way, because I decorate for seasons. I love the seasons. So spring's coming up, and I do have my other Afghans I always put out, but I want to do something different, more vibrant. And I thought, you know what would be pretty, like a light gray, and then have colors throughout the light gray, so that way like it pops but not like overly pops, you know what I mean? Like something like a soft, pretty but springy feel to it. And it could also go for summer as well. And then, oh my goodness, I know I'm jabbering now because all these things are popping in my head. On 3am Designs, I'm going to say she, even though there's 2 she's, they have this really cute sunflower pillow, but they had the face on the sunflower. My favorite flower of all time is sunflowers. So I thought, oh my goodness, I'm going to make the sunflower pillows, but I'm just going to do the sunflower without the face. And that way they can go on the sofa, because I decorate. I have all my owls, and so my owls stay out all year long, but then I'll either dress them up for winter. For fall, we'll put like pumpkins with the owls. And then winter, like little snowflakes with the owls. And so now spring, we do flowers, like I do like blues and, you know, springy colors. And then summer, I do my sunflowers. So, but I'd like the white sunflowers. I love all sunflowers, but for decorating, I like to do the white and then here and there the yellow, because white can go with anything. See, now I'm excited. So that's what I'm going to do. So my goal, and it's not a resolution because I don't do that. I just want to stick to it. I want to get back to how I first started out on this channel, being on here regularly and having a lot to show, because I miss it. And I really do miss it. And so I told Mr. Hoot, I said, you know what? Life is always going to happen. You're always going to have things thrown your way. I'm no longer going to let that bring me down. And I'm just going to do what I love to do, because I loved when I first started this channel. I was so happy. Sorry, bit my lip. I was so happy, and I was so, like, you know, doing things and on top of it. And I want to get back to how I was doing that. So I have the kids and Mr. Hoot, and they're going to push me. And I'm so excited because I have a lot I want to do. And I want to show you. I hope my tutorials are good. I haven't had anybody like comment down below complaining, and I don't mean that in a bad way. I mean that in like a positive way, like saying, oh hey, could you do this or do that, you know. So I'm really hoping my tutorials are good, because I would love to do more. I would love to do, well, I'm going to do my monster. I'm really nervous about him though, because of the fur. I'm like, you know, even though when you pair it, you do see the stitches. So I'm hoping that comes out on camera really, really good. So that's the only thing I'm a little iffy about in doing the fur. So, but that's why I thought, well, would a pattern be better than a tutorial? Because then you could just follow along the pattern. And so, alrighty, for sure, let me get out of here. Thank you so very much for subscribing. Please, if you feel like you just want to let me know down below, like what you would like to see, please, you know, feel free and do that. But I really want to be on top of things. I did my owl hat tutorial. I'm really hoping that came out really, really good. I watched it like 10 times just to try this before I released it, just to see, you know, I try to follow along to the things I said, and it came out. But then again, I know how to do it. So then I thought, oh, you know, did it really come out right? So I'm really hoping that it did, because I'm trying to get better at tutorials. So I hope you all are having a hooterific day. I hope you all have a hooterific evening. You might see me this weekend. If not, I have a busy week this week. That's why I have an appointment tomorrow. Yeah, I have an appointment tomorrow. So, and the rest of my week is kind of busy. So Monday for sure. So be back for Made It Monday. Don't forget, comment down below where you saw an owl at. Doesn't have to be much. You can just say, saw it this side or this side, you know, color of it or whatever you feel fit to comment down below. And the next time I get on here, you could be the winner for a pattern of your choice. Your choice. Your choice. So, alrighty. Yeah, that's everything I have for today. Please let me know what you would like a pattern or tutorial for Harry the Monster. And that is it. Alrighty, who went it out. Bye.